anyway, might call, very important call about Malcolm X, legendary Malcolm X. To honor him, his birthday on the 19th. So, we're going to do it tonight. We don't normally have calls on Fridays or anything like that. So we're going to represent his brother and his legacy now. So I'd like to say peace to the sisters and brothers, and like he would say, and others. It's a whole lot that we can say about this brother Malcolm X. I'm gonna just tell everybody one of my biggest things about following the things that he did, the good things and some of the bad. But I even became FOI because of Malcolm X. I got into the Nation of Islam because of Malcolm X, and I know they want shit. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to try to do some shit that he kind of did, but kind of expose little crazy shit that's going on, get some of those brothers out to start Black Guerrilla Army. And hey man, some work, some did. But he was the one that was talking about us. He was talking about the grassroots. He was talking about us when he was telling everybody about the grassroots. I mean, there's so many things that we can talk about or so many people that we can talk about who got a story on how great Malcolm X was. Even to this day, he was his autopsy has been the purest from when he died till 2017. Like, how many more people do we got that this pure, won't lie, won't cheat, won't steal, won't take? Just a pure soul and a good brother. It's hard to find a Malcolm X who was to them crackers in that time, like in the 60s, 50s and shit, talking to white folk like that. Man, niggas was scared to death. He was a warrior, a clean warrior, real start frontline general, motivational speaker, liberator. It was his elders who talk about Malcolm X, who said that they was with him when they first marched, not marched, but stood in ranked formation at the police station. They were like, everybody was scared, but when they was with Malcolm X, it was just something about the atmosphere where they won't scare the shit. No gun, no nothing, won't scare the shit. So I think it's a little Malcolm X in all of us. But it ain't about us, it ain't about no organizations, the call ain't about what these white folks doing to us or none of this shit. It's all about Malcolm X. So I want to open up the floor to any of my comrades or any of the people that's up here who want to kind of, share some stories or anything about how Malcolm X brought you to where you at or gave you some type of knowledge and information and wisdom and understanding. So I'm going to open this floor with that being said. Peace and Black Power.
Black Power. This is Brother Camos. From New York chapter BGA. I'm in New York chapter chairman BGA. What I was gonna say was that I haven't done a whole lot of research about Malcolm X. I'm still researching. I'm still in the middle of doing research about Malcolm X. But what I would say is the fact that, like, what's important to me most about Malcolm X is his love for Black people, and the fact that he was telling Black people to do more than just just pray, or more than just wait for something to be done for us as a people. Like, for us to get things done as a people and get things accomplished, we gotta come to one. And we also got to militarize, because we can't be coming to one and just pray. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta come to one, and we gotta put forth put forth the energy and bring things into manifestation. So with that, I just I agree so much. You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta put boots on the ground and put in work and things like that. You can't just deal with this aspect or that aspect. You gotta deal with all of them, physical, spiritual, all of that. So that's just a example. That's like something right there. I kind of look at Malcolm X as like something like like the ancestors or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he was moving with the spirit. He was trying to do the work of the ancestors. It's like that natural knowing of like of being a warrior. That's he was about that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right. Alright. So, you said, man, he ain't teach black folk how to pray and shit. He wasn't about no damn saying we should overcome. You know what I'm saying? He was about this, somebody put their hands on you, fucking send them to the cemetery.
Exactly.
We grown people. Don't be fucking putting your hands on me, touching on our women. He taught us how to stand up for our women.
What's that? What's that?
That's what we gotta start implementing. Even the shit that he talked about in the 50s is going on today. Even with the times. He was the first one talking about the coons and shit. Put him on blast, you know what I'm saying? We got that type of spirit. We got that type of energy from him. And he is an ancestor. Shit, Malcolm he close to 100. Shit.
Right. Yeah.
It's so much to say, man, but I really want to hear from the people about this, brother. Anybody out there that want to speak?
Yeah, peace, brother, peace. This for man from the Revolutionary Black Panther Party. I got my kids in the background. I don't know if y'all just heard. Yeah, I apologize. Y'all heard me just cussing just a few minutes ago. But yeah, man, Malcolm X, man, he was just all about, shit, standing up for your damn self. You know what I'm saying? Speaking up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's out in the world or anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I'm saying? You got to defend yourself verbally or physically. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Anything I took some research on Malcolm X and just being inspired by him and just like not being afraid to speak your mind, don't hold shit in, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, we too grown to be holding shit in, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let that shit out, regardless of what even if you may not be right. If shit don't feel right to you at that moment, go ahead and say something, you know what I mean? And that's the main thing that I took.
Right.
A true father to your kids, you know what I'm saying, to your family. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And have respect for your family, you know what I'm saying? And just being like, being a real man, like they said in the movie, man, like, I live in manhood, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like he is, like, about being a real father and what it means to be a real father, not just, around here, you know what I'm saying, making babies and everything like that, you know what I mean? So that's mainly what I take. That's mainly what I take from Malcolm X. I mean, everybody get inspired by him by many different ways, but that's the main thing, just standing up for your damn self. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Like I said, I got the kids in the background, so I'm about to go on mute.
Right. And I like to add, I like to make a connection also to that when you when you said that like pretty much you guys, stand up for yourself and your people and everything. And but also just like speaking out, when it's needed to be spoken out, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean it's just always sounds, you know what I'm saying? But
Exactly.
that also goes back to the ancestors too. You know what I'm saying? That's how everything is in line with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? like the fact that the ancestors dealt with the chakras and everything, and they dealt with the chakras, the energy chakras, different chakras in the body, and one of the chakras that had to be open was the throat chakra, which means that you could basically, you don't keep your mouth shut, for nothing. If something got to be said, you say it and everything, and also when your throat chakra is open enough, you can more so speak things into existence. So whatchamacallit, so that's the connection that I made, but that just goes along with black people, just coming from all the way from ancestry, all the way, to talking about, just speaking up when things need to be spoken. You know what I'm saying? Because they not going to be manifested for us if we don't speak out, and we don't let other people also know, that we ain't scared, and you know what I'm saying? We out here too. And there's a lot of other like-minded people that feel like that, you know what I'm saying? Like they feel like if they say something or if they do, or put what they know to use, that they feel like they're not gonna have enough soldiers behind them. So we just want to let them know that we here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And also, Malcolm, he wouldn't take no money and shit. Like, this shit just came out like 2 years ago or something like that. That is to bribe him and shit. He turned the money down. He ain't try to get nobody, no other leaders that talk shit about him killed. You know what I'm saying? He protected, he saved Martin Luther King's life. I mean, it's just numerous things that, people talk about how much work or how many books they wrote or some shit like that, man. For some people, just one book, like Malcolm got one book that can outshine anybody's book. It ain't about outshine. I'm talking about the grand about him as a person. Because his personality won't like nobody else's. You know what I'm saying? Even though they said that he, how we seen him, standing up for us and talking and all this shit, he was scared because they said he was fucking, he was bashful and shit. You know what I'm saying? But look, like, what put him on them stages and shit to do what he did and, in the street to put that work in? Like, man.
Right. Right. Wait. Who we talking about? We was talking about Michael. We was talking about Malcolm, or? Yeah,
Malcolm. They say he was shy. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
he was shy. Wow. Malcolm was shy. Shit.
Right.
It's crazy. Shy. But you know what's crazy though too? That's like a lot of shy. Say for example, like. Alright, I'm not gonna say I'm shy, but like, especially I don't know, like I was always like all throughout school and stuff like that. I was always the quiet type, but I always fought. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of strange. It's like sometimes you rather be a warrior than to keep opening your mouth about something, or you know what I'm saying, like or you know what I'm saying, like just like you rather be a warrior than to just sit there and talk about this and that and this and that, and that takes a lot of energy. Like especially when you coming from like when you're dealing with all that, when you're dealing with energy, ain't nothing realer than talking about black knowledge and black ancestry, cause that's the link to divinity and and everything. So it's like that takes a whole different type of energy to talk about. So I don't know. I found myself feeling like a little drowsy after a certain point, speaking about certain things because of the special energy that I'm trying, that I'm dishing out on it. But it's like, I don't know. It's like that energy is like, that energy makes you just not want to say that much anymore. You know what I'm saying? After so much preaching, you just feel like doing shit.
Right.
That's true. I mean, we all want to do something, and you know, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Hell, you know, it's all about just coming up with a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Having the resources to do it. You know what I mean? And but you know, it could be done. It will be done once the resources are there. You know, especially for the ones that really need them. You know what I'm saying? I just know that, you know, for me, you know what I'm saying, you know, with Malcolm and everything, man, I'm just so inspired. I'm just more inspired by him than really anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of things that he talked about it's coming to pass today. Huh?
I was telling somebody to mute their phone.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying, I'm more inspired by Malcolm than anybody. Really, everybody got something to bring to, you know, inspiration to somebody, you know what I mean? But it's just, you know, with Malcolm, it's just on a whole nother level, you know, as far as for me, you know what I'm saying? And just everything he said, man, it's like he's speaking so real and it's so true. Like, no matter what, even if you don't like it, you know he's telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, white people know he's telling the truth. And it was even times, even white people, like, now, today, it was like, damn, you know, some of that stuff he was saying, he was really right. You know, then they weren't trying to hear him out because they were so caught up in, they weren't used to that, you know what I'm saying? They weren't used to their raw, their realness. When they really pay attention to what he was saying, you know what I'm saying? They like, damn, you know, some of the stuff he was saying was, you know, some real shit. They have to agree with it. They can't deny that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because he never really was talking about anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what we're talking about right now. Self-love, having respect for yourself, standing up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, people just ain't understand it then, but now they understand it now. You know what I'm saying? More than anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of the things, you know. But, you know, I just wanted to add that in real quick.
No, my bad, bro. I just to clear up if any nation of Islam over here, I want to clear this up. They be trying to act like Malcolm X just was going around on the Mike Wallace show saying this and this and this and this about Elijah Muhammad. But guess what? That shit won't even fucking air. You feel me? That shit won't air till he dies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, what the fuck you talking about? Who got their hands in this? You know, like that shows you Elijah Muhammad X was a fucking hypocrite too, man. And we gonna stay on the subject, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, we gotta get that out the way though. You know, that shit just came out that they didn't air that shit until Malcolm X died. No matter what the fuck he said them. You know what I'm saying? So, man.
Exactly.
Damn. That's wild. That's wild, crazy.
Man, we don't, you know, they don't know what the fuck, you know, even one of the ones who killed him, they like, shit, he had so many breakdowns and shit in prison because, you know, he noticed or figured out or didn't know, he said, what the fuck they killed or who they killed. They killed the modern day so-called Jesus, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that shit that everybody be praising, that's who the fuck they kill. Don't even know it. Ain't get shit out of the jail, but a jail cell. And then they locked some of them up that ain't even have shit to do with it. And the nation knew that. I mean, man, it just go beyond, man. We're gonna stick on Malcolm X. I mean, sometimes we have to talk about certain shit, man, but we're gonna keep it on Malcolm. You know, even down to his children, man, he done put in so much work. He went around his family. He was doing more for the people than he was doing for his own family. Ain't nobody ride.
That's true, man.
But New Jersey. Nobody else rode, man, through Africa nowhere. No.
That's true.
It's crazy. Then they, you know, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Do anybody else want to speak on this topic of paying homage to Brother Malcolm X? what have kind of inspiration he been in your life, or have he, sparked anything in your mind to make you want to do something, or stop going along with what's been going on?
Especially for brothers that pretty much got raised up Christian and then heard all kinds of Martin Luther King speeches all their life, and you always hear Malcolm X, from the church and such, like, oh, he's racist, oh, he's a Muslim, he hates everybody, and then you actually get a chance to listen to him, and that's just another step of your eyes opening. If I had a choice to pick to listen to one or the other, it would definitely be him. Now that I'm awake, I can definitely say that.
Peace. It's interesting, y'all talking about that. One thing that I've noticed is that, people my age, I'm almost 50. People my age, we were told who he was. We were told who he was. And even today, people still are being told who Malcolm X is, but they're not hearing the true story. And a quick statement. I don't want to deviate, but there's a difference between a revolutionary and a freedom fighter. A revolutionary just goes against popular decisions. That's what a revolutionary is. He or she goes against popular activities of that day. Follow me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? That's what a revolutionary is. A revolutionary just goes against the grain. Revolt, rebel. That's it, against the grain. If everybody's wearing skinny jeans and I'm wearing baggies, I'm a revolutionary. Nothing spectacular. But this dude was a freedom fighter. He fought for freedom and liberation. And the media cast him as a rebel. They cast him as going against the grain. Oh, he was unsettling. Oh, he was a radical. That was their favorite word for him, radical. They stayed calling him radical. So my point was this. It's interesting how, my uncle was pro-black, so my uncle had me understand Malcolm a little better than anybody else, than other people. He gave me a better understanding, and because I have had a better understanding, I knew he wasn't no radical. I understood what he was doing. This dude is trying to do something for people. He's trying to move the people forward. I understood that. Even when, we write book reports in school, write about Martin Luther King, or don't write about Malcolm, write about no garbage. This is a true story. They made most of us in our school rewrite our paper because they wanted us to write about a positive role model, a positive black role model. 90% of the school wrote about Martin Luther King. They wasn't accepting no papers on Malcolm X. None. If you did it on Malcolm X, you had to redo it.
What grade was
But my point, this is in the 7th grade. And this is in North Carolina. 7th grade is in North Carolina.
Wow.
But the point is that, even now, you look up black revolutionary, you look up something militant, they'll give you Malcolm X. And then they'll go on to say, even if you Google it now, they'll go on to say how he hated the white man and he had this vision of white people. And, they just put this crazy picture up about it, that he wasn't who he was.
Nobody's going to know unless they take the time and listen to the documentaries. Some of them ain't even exactly documentaries. You just get a picture of him, and then they got a few hours where you can actually hear what he's saying. If people don't actually take the time to listen to his actual voice, him talking, they're really not going to get a clear picture of who he was. He wasn't trying to say, go out and go kill every white person you see, but he was talking about, we do not have to take this crap anymore. That's where I'm at. I'm right there with him. Just turn the other cheek. I'm sorry, no, the Maccabees brothers did not turn the other cheek. Jamaica, Haiti, they got their revolution. They didn't turn the other cheek. I could go through a lot of versions. The brothers not turning no other cheek. Okay, a lot of Christian brothers talking about turning the other cheek. Okay, Yeshua, the Christ, said, Luke 22:36, sell your coat, buy a sword. He didn't mean, he didn't say go get it for decoration. He was saying himself to defend yourself. And then somebody will come back, he told Peter to get rid of it. He said, no, I'm sorry. He told Peter to put it away. It's just ingrained in our thinking I mean, unless you some kind of unless you're trying to bang on your own brother in the street over drugs or over some broad, any type of violence toward the oppressor, even if it's defending yourself, you're gonna get a negative reaction. That is driving me insane. That's getting on my nerves. I really don't understand.
Yeah. Especially today, today they got way more access to learn all this stuff, at a young age now. You know what I'm saying? They should be way more awakened now with all the YouTube and all the other stuff they can look at.
I disagree with that.
When we was coming up, I'm saying that when we was coming up, we didn't have all that. So it was like you said, whoever somebody tell us something, you kind of had to go with it because you wasn't no other way. You couldn't Google shit. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no other way to really find out any truth or anything.
But the good thing was you had to read books. That was good. But now you can go on the internet and you can find anything that's opposed. Like you can look up your name right now, and let's say you put out a YouTube video, and you talking about things that you do in your life. Somebody will put 2 or 3 videos out challenging that. 2 or 3 videos challenging that. You follow what I'm saying? So you can. Some of us on the phone are familiar with Sarah Sutton-Seti. We familiar with Sarah Sutton-Seti. So I'm in New York. I've seen Seti a couple of times. So I have a vision of Seti. But people know, what the video said, and they said he sniffed coke, and he lived in his mama's basement. So you getting a totally different view. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know what state you're in, but I'm in New York. Everybody think New York is the bomb. New York is special. New York is no, it's not. The average person you see on Facebook, that's talking about New York, they fucking living in poverty. Dudes are struggling from check to check. Dudes got careers, and they still struggling. But you see them on Facebook, like they look like they balling. To somebody in Mississippi, Texas, or wherever, they think we balling. Black people are in New York struggling. And family, I don't want to do this, but I got videos of me going past soup kitchens or me taking my clients to fucking food pantries. It's lines out there. I put up a poster a couple of weeks ago that I don't know if y'all know it, but 62% of people living in shelters are black. Now, let me take that back. 58% are black. 23 are Hispanic. What do you think the rest is? 58 and 23. What do you think the rest are? Oh, don't even answer that. In New York City, who you think gets the most public assistance? White people. If white people get the most public assistance in New York City, why the fuck are they not in shelters? But the point is, you wouldn't see that if you don't live in New York. I'm a social worker. I see this shit all day, every day. So my point is the perception. So they put this thing out here about Malcolm. He hated white people. He called white people devil. That's all you hear about it. He hated white people. He hated devils. He called them devils. A white girl asked her what she could do. He told her nothing. That's all you get. You see negative imagery of him.
That's true, brother. That's true. But if you read the autobiography and you compare it to the movie, how some movies are, they ain't gonna. It be some false to what you see in the movie.
Family, tell me somebody you know. Tell me somebody you know that's not in college that read a Black history book and they're under 30. Anybody under 30 that you can think of that read a Black history book? John Henry Clark, George G.M. James. Any of those books. Who do you know that's reading the autobiography of Malcolm X? My point is,
the kids that's being taught to do it.
Okay, I agree. But do you think it's a large part of them being taught that?
No, but right, that's true.
I could tell y'all straight up, for me being down south, I never really heard a lot about Marcus Garvey. I never heard a lot about Marcus Garvey until I got older. That was real shit. I heard Garvey projects in a rap song, but I ain't know who he was. I never heard of Marcus Garvey. I never heard of him.
You said in the rap.
Can I say something right quick, brother?
No, I'm saying that, they got the Garvey project, wherever it is up north. I don't know. But Garvey's, whatever. I heard it in the song, but I'm saying at a younger age, but I didn't know who they was talking about. Because coming up down south, they, like you said, they'll talk about Malcolm, they'll talk on Martin Luther King. I ain't hear nothing about no Marcus Garvey, nothing at all. That's real shit. And I ain't even bullshitting. They ain't teach us like in elementary and none of that. You know what I'm saying? If nobody ain't teaching you nothing at home, you damn sure ain't gonna learn it at school. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't saying it took a long time. I'm just saying all through like elementary to middle school, I ain't even know who Marcus Garvey was. That's real shit. Cause nobody ain't teaching me nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Now you got the resources to learn the shit a little quicker now. You know what I'm saying? Or the shit that you're not taught or whatever. That's all I'm saying. That's just my example.
Than Martin Luther
Can I speak on that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, our kids aren't getting taught that, and no, we weren't taught that either. But the thing is that I heard y'all say something about the internet. Yeah, it is on the internet, and like you said, yeah, there is contradictory stories and stuff like that. But that's why, us people that do know these things, that's why we put out certain information so that people can get a hold of it, people can teach their children that. And if we know that there are some real sources on the internet, then that's the stuff we need to be promoting and telling them, like, all of that stuff that you're listening to and looking at is a lie. You know what I'm saying? This is where you can find the real stuff. That way our kids won't be looking at all that fake stuff. And they'll go straight to the real resources and stuff. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that we have to, like, stand on and promote at all times. Anytime that you see a youth, stop them and talk to them and see where they had it. See where their knowledge is at. See where they're getting their knowledge from. Not just your own kids. And just like on these phone calls, if you feel like, it's different resources that's not good and stuff, then put out the resources that are good. Right. So that we all can get that information and we can give it to our children.
Right. Sister, but even brother, did you say that anybody that's not 30 that's reading Malcolm X?
No, I was saying name some. Just think in general. Think in general about how many times do you see people reading stuff like Malcolm X or reading about Marcus Garvey or reading about.
You see more and more. You do see more.
Just a minute. That's why it's indicated for anybody who's joining this organization, that is one of the books that you got to read. You got to read Malcolm X. Like, it's implemented to everybody. Like, it's in your lessons with Black Guerrilla Army that Malcolm X is a book for your ass to read. And we're going to ask you some questions. So, hey, man, that's what we got to do.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I agree with the brother now. Yeah, it's under 30, who is really waking up to it. I mean, now they should be, a little more now. I'm just saying, you see more Marcus Garvey and everything in Malcolm X more now. I'm just saying back then, nobody wasn't really reading. Like, I ain't going to say nobody wasn't reading like that, but if they wasn't awakened, yeah, they wasn't going to read about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to go based on what they heard, and it's going to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm seeing more? What I'm seeing is a lot of people think they're awakened if they look at Sarah Sutinsetti, or if they watch Young Pharaoh, or if they watch Brother Polite. They feel like that's awakening, and these brothers are not really paying homage to Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Noble Drew Ali. They're not really, don't get me wrong, they stand on their shoulders acknowledging them, but I'm talking about they're not standing up promoting or telling you exactly what Garvey did or about his Black Star Line. They're not telling you about that. They're not telling you about Malcolm X, what is it, U.S. Muslim movement, U.S. Muslim mission. You're not hearing about stuff like that. So my point was this, you might hear people say they're awake or they're conscious, but you don't know about the founders. I mean, how many people know the origin of Black history? Who started Black History Month? Who started Black History Week? Who started Negro History Day? These things are important because you get to see the evolution of it.
I got a question, brother. Why you like talking about this and like putting that type of stuff out there that we are not seeing or we are not looking at? Can you like put some of that information out there?
It's simple. It's simple. Here we are, 2017, and we can all say we didn't, but people participated in Mother's Day and don't know the origin of Mother's Day. People participated in Easter and don't know the origin of Easter. People participate in Christmas, don't know the origin of Christmas. And what I'm saying is that we need to know the origin of things. If we know the
right,
origin
but what
of
I'm
things,
saying is that can you elaborate on some of those?
Such as, I'm lost. Give me an example.
Such as like, you know, we talking about Malcolm X. You brought up that the Muslim movement. I don't know exactly what you just said, but you know, speak on that.
Hold on, could I just
American Muslim movement. Can you speak on that and like put a bug in somebody's ear so that we can go back and look at it later?
Got it. Go ahead, family. You was getting ready to see something?
Yeah, I was just
Brother
Kamo. Like, yeah. I was just gonna say like, no, I don't think they was like, you know, really trying to like not really mention them much. I mean, I think it was more so just trying to steer everybody from Bibles. I think that's what it was. Most of everything, more than you know.
You talking about what I just asked, brother?
Huh?
You talking about what I just asked, brother?
No, the brother from New York. He was saying that people say like that pretty much that what you know about what he was saying about wait, what did everybody say again? He was saying pretty much that people, you know, that people think that that people really, I don't know, I think he said people say that they don't really give him credit, or they don't mention him that much, or they don't mention him enough. But it's like,
oh yeah.
What I'm saying is that they're trying to bring. I feel like it's, you know, and I feel like a lot of other people might feel like they're trying to just steer everybody away from Bibles. But like you were saying, you know, they do mention them, and they do, you know, like you know, Sarah Sumaseti and the other brother, what's his name?
Brother for White. And brother,
yeah,
Farrell.
You know, like they mention them, but you know, like not as much, you know, because they can't. I guess they're trying to just bring, like I said, just bring everybody.
But see, that's not really fair. That's not really fair to like try to disprove. That's why I've been preaching all this unity stuff, because like just because, you know, these are Muslims and, you know, like it doesn't matter what organization you from, what background you got. Guess what? We are looking at the same goal. You know what I'm saying? And that's to liberate our people. So it's not fair for them to not acknowledge him because of his religious beliefs.
Agreed.
That's not fair at all because of all the work that he put in. And then you know what I'm saying? Then they could be acknowledging.
Even Malcolm.
I'm sorry, I wasn't saying that they wasn't trying to like acknowledge him. I was just saying like they was trying to like, you know, they pretty much are trying to like get the Bible away from our people. Because it's not good.
Right, but that's still not fair. That's still not fair because he put in a lot of work for the people.
And even Malcolm said that you know, he's a black man before anything. You know what I'm saying? He even said that. He said he's a black man before anything. So regardless of what he believe in, you know what I'm saying, the way he look at it, like we black, period. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What you Christian or what Muslim or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You black first before anything, you know what I mean?
Right. I mean, they always mention Malcolm X, Khalid Muhammad, and you know they're both Muslims, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't saying, you know, like what I was saying was that the fact that they don't really, you know, promote everything about them like that, the way how, you know, people, you know, a lot of people say that they don't. I think it's because they're just trying to get our people away from the Bible part of it, of dealing with the Bible. That's just it. I wasn't talking about himself. I was talking about the Bible part. You know, trying to.
But you see how that dehumanizes.
Banging on the Bible. I mean, that's what they do. They bang on
do
the
you
Bible.
See? Right, but I'm saying like don't you see that how that dehumanizes Malcolm X? Because, you know, especially to our youth and stuff like that, it dehumanizes him because you only putting out certain facts about him. They don't know, like, the personal stuff and all this other stuff, so they're really not interested. I mean, even if you, like when you look at these reality shows and stuff today, what they try to do is put it in there like this is what's happening in their real lives. They try to put that in there because people are more interested in you when they know you as a person. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what religion you in or what you preaching and stuff like that, they still want to know that. And that's the reason why our youth, or, you know what I'm saying, us as youth, we didn't go after looking for that kind of stuff because myself, all I knew was what I saw, you know what I'm saying, during Black History Month on TV and stuff like that. So, you know, that dehumanizes a person. So all I'm hearing is about, you know, maybe, you know, some speech or something like that. So, you know, that's really all I know about you. So I'm not interested in you because I don't know who you are. So, like, us taking away, you know what I'm saying, some of what that person is really, like, taking away from everything about that person because it's going to make people not interested.
Right. I mean, well, like Malcolm X, you know, like he didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Bible came from the white man. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? But I was talking about the Bible part. I wasn't talking about him or anything, you know, that he's saying. You know
no, what I'm saying is that, like, just because you want to steer away from certain stuff, like, say, okay, we want to steer away from the religious part of Malcolm X. So now we're not going to know about, like he said, the American Muslim movement that he had and stuff like that. That still shows characteristic. That shows him as a human being, you know what I'm saying, him personally, that also, you know what I'm saying, lets us know, you know what I'm saying, how strong he was as a person and how he could put stuff together. Like, just because it was part of a religion don't mean that we don't need to know those things, because we need to know him as a person and, you know what I'm saying, him intellectually, all of that stuff.
Great point. That is a great point. And the thing that you brought up, is by learn, you know, even though I don't mess with religion, I would never want to care about nobody's religion, but I want to see at what point they became conscious. What point did they evolve? Because a lot of us don't know that Malcolm X evolved. He evolved past the Nation of Islam. He was there, but he ran up out of it. After he went to Mecca and seen what he seen, and he came back, that's when he started the African American Organization of Afro-American Unity, OAAU, the Organization of African American Unity.
Now, see, don't that mean that religious part right there has a big part, plays a big part in him doing that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why we need to know everything.
Because it shows his evolution. Nobody could be about
people without a Bible. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, that's true, but I'm not. What I'm saying is that what he was saying is that we don't know everything about Malcolm X, and you know what I'm saying. And I'm just saying, like, we do need to know everything about him, even if it is about his religion. It ain't like we trying to study his religion and see. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to see that. We just want to know what he did at that part of his life. You know what I'm saying? You want to know those kind of things, especially if you want to be a leader. When you learn about different leaders and stuff like that, you want to know their whole background and what made them do this and what made them do that.
Right.
I ain't trying to say, like, you know what I'm saying, we need to know, like, everything about Muslims and all that. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we need to know those different parts of his life. And the reason why those things was happening, the reason why he believed in that, the reason why he changed from that. You know what I'm saying? You need to know the whole person.
Good point. That's a great point. Because, you know, you're saying that you didn't know much about Marcus Garvey. Malcolm X's father was a Garveyite. His father was a Garveyite. Some of the key points in Malcolm X's life was his father was a Garveyite. Instead of him having a picture of a white Jesus on the wall, he had a picture of a black man, Marcus Garvey. And his name was Marcus Messiah Garvey. He went to school, I think he was like in the 8th grade, and they were asking everybody what you want to be. He said he wanted to be a lawyer. The teacher told him, nah, you might want to consider something else. And then the point where, you know, the Klan surrounded his house and, you know, his father got murdered on railroad tracks and, you know, he grew up learning about it, but at the same time, he had so much anger and frustration at himself and his people that he became a pimp. Pimp, hustler, thought he was punishing the white people by having sex with white girls, go to prison, a brother picks him up, puts him on to something, yo, study something, focus on something, yo, learn this, yo, Elijah Muhammad that, yo, he's telling the black man is this, the black man is God. He comes out understanding that, yo, the black man is God. This is about something. I can rock with this. And he was a very charismatic person. So he comes out, he rocks with it. He uses religion to galvanize his people. Y'all never gonna hear me advocate for religion. I don't like no religion. I don't like no religion, none. I don't stand for it. I don't talk against it like, yo, you stupid for doing that, yo, you dumb. Nah, I'm not saying that because we all had to evolve. So my thing is, you know, the dude evolved from that, went to Mecca, came back, and he's like, yo, it's not just this Muslim thing that you promoting. It's a little more than that. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but, you know, Malcolm had a compassion for prostitutes. He had a compassion for them. He would go the extra mile to save them because he knew what he did. He recognized the damage that he did, the trend that he started. And he knew that they were nothing but insecure females or females that couldn't put food on their children's mouths. So they were sacrificing their body for that. So, the Queen just pointed out, yo, I think we do have to know every aspect of them. Again, when I say I don't care for religion, I'm serious. I don't care for religion at all, not in the least. But at the same time, I want to know everything about Malcolm. I devoured his books. With that, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, I feel that way too. I don't believe in no religion or nothing like that. And, you know, I'm spiritual just like you, Brother Kamos. I don't mess with all that stuff. But it was interesting to know that, and, you know what I'm saying, and I would like to research and see what he was doing at that time. Because I haven't. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been researching for the last 4 years. So, like, all my researching is, like, you know, it's backed up because I should have been researching my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So, over these 4 years, I ain't learned everything.
Right. And, like I said, man, Malcolm X, he was shy as hell, but look how much he worked. Yo, when everybody kept saying he was shy, I'm like, how the fuck was Malcolm X shy? This motherfucker loved the hell out of us, yo.
Mm-hmm.
That shit crazy. And he say, you know, he's sacrificing, you know, himself, man. You know, he sacrificed and woke up millions, though. And our people, they be scared to fucking die, scared to bleed unless it's each other, and won't sacrifice and shit. Man, you know how much it would take if one of us sacrifice something, do some big shit? Man, we'll wake up millions and thousands because they'll be asking what happened. And the internet and all this shit making noise, some people in the street, some people doing this. Man, that shit'll get noticed. One life for $1 million, why not? That's like saying $1 for $4. Yeah, man, so we got to start, you know, learn as much about Malcolm X as you can. You know, he told that...
And anybody else put out... What you was going to say, brother?
I was saying that he had told how they was getting paid, the KKK and the NOI and shit, you know, from this fucking big time white man and shit. And he won't working with he won't like no government motherfucker, but he just had money and shit, this fucking billionaire. He had oil fields and shit. And Malcolm X, like I seen this shit the other day, he was like, look him up, but he didn't say the name, so I found the name and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was talking about. And it's crazy. That's what he was about to tell everybody. Like, they was getting paid and shit to fucking fund their organizations.
Right.
So, man, this, you know, they said that fucking compared to King, Malcolm X is a monk. Like, how the fuck could he be a damn a crazy revolutionary, what they call them, all types of shit. Red dog, red devils, all types of shit, man. That's, man. To even fucking want to put your hands on somebody like that, like you gotta be a fucked up individual.
Right. Anybody got any more like facts that you think that most people don't know about?
Yeah, he wanted New York with a passion. It's crazy. Didn't he get killed in New York, right?
Yes, in Harlem.
Yeah, he wanted New York in the worst way. He wanted New York, so that's where he was fucking. That's where he jumped off the porch at. You know what I'm saying?
I got a fact for y'all. Y'all know who Ruby D and Ossie Davis are, right? Ruby D and Ossie Davis. So Ruby D and Ossie Davis used to take all black young actors and actresses, and they would have like a little meeting, and they would tell them what movies they could and couldn't act in. They were telling them in the 50s that, listen, we're not acting in no movies where you got to be a slave. You're not acting in no movie where you got to be a maid. You're not going to be no house brother. You're not doing none of that. Did you know that Ruby D and Ossie Davis used to secretly meet with Malcolm X so Malcolm X could teach them, and then they would teach the people? They would teach their group? Yes. Used to meet with them on a regular basis. That's why Ossie Davis gave the eulogy for Malcolm X. Nobody else could give the eulogy for Malcolm X. That's why Ossie Davis did it.
Wow.
Beulah. I'm trying to remember the sister's name. There was a sister, her name was Beulah something. Oh my goodness, if I remember her name, I'm going to blow your mind with it. But Beulah was from Georgia. And white people was going to kill her in Georgia because she was too vociferous. She didn't like white people. She made it clear, I know y'all hanging black people, and she used to call them out. So where is it, Stone Mountain, where the Klan was born, not born, but where they had the Birth of a Nation trash. Anyway, I want to say her name is Beulah Williams. I can't look it up now, but I want to look it up later. But anyway, the sister left, went to Hollywood, and, she was a part of that group, and she was one of the greatest proponents to black actors and actresses in the 70s and 80s about not doing slave roles. Not doing that, because Malcolm X made it clear to Ossie Davis and Ruby D, you don't realize how powerful images are. Your images, every time we turn around, we seeing our people as slaves, we seeing them as, trash, then that's what the people going to believe we are. So he got a lot of people in Hollywood to quit promoting that image. I'll remember her name later.
Right, we still see that today.
Yeah. Oh, you ain't got to tell me. That's the thing. I don't want to go off topic. But look at these young rappers now. They got these dudes wearing purses. They got these dudes wearing women's shirts. They got these dudes wearing all type of crap. But listen, I can't really fault them, because here it is. You got a young dude, 27, 22. He ain't never had nothing. He's coming from poverty. And they saying, yo, you can be this if you wear this. I'll give you this money if you wear this. And I want to tell y'all a story, in case y'all don't know, Cash Money Records. Cash Money Records made millions. Do you remember what material they were wearing when they first came out? Was it gold, diamonds? What was it?
Diamonds.
It was platinum.
Oh, yeah, like they grill and stuff like that.
Yeah, but check it out. Check where they got the platinum from. They got the platinum from David Duke, the head leader of the Klansmen. He invested in platinum and gave the platinum to their manager to say, yo, here, had him wear this and talk about that. Do you realize how much platinum shot up millions? Name a rapper that wasn't talking about platinum that time in the 90s. Who? Everybody was talking about platinum.
Right.
David Duke stepped back and made billions off of that trash. Damn. sad, right? Did somebody say damn because they had a platinum chain? Come on.
No, I didn't know that about David Damn Dukes.
All you got to do is Google it. All you got to do is Google it. This dude has been investing in platinum. He's been investing in platinum for years. Couldn't get it to take off. He find out who the A&R is for Lil Wayne them. Go and tell them, yo, wear this. Tell them to invest in it. Talk about platinum. Explain what platinum is to it. That's all they talked about was platinum. What do you think records are now? Records was, you was the bomb if you had platinum. But then Eminem came out and he went what? Diamonds. Then diamonds took off. Go ahead, think about it. Put it together. I think Bueller Richards.
Answer ain't know that, bro. Answer hit me off the front.
I'm supposed to, family.
What y'all think about if anybody want on the call earlier, I was talking about how the Mike Wallace show, how they thought that like he was just running around talking shit about the Nation of Islam. When they won't even airing that shit. They didn't air it until Malcolm X died. You feel me? So they let you know like they just was on his fucking heels anyway. They wanted him anyway.
Peace,
it's crazy.
Family.
Peace.
Peace, family.
Hey, what's going on?
Peace, but this Malcolm X, anything that anybody got from Malcolm X or any stories that anybody got about Malcolm X, how he helped you in your life, or how do his words still work today from 50 years ago?
Well, man, the way I see it, man, his spirit's still around, man. And, he was a hell of a teacher and a warrior, you know what I'm saying? And he went through the trials and tribulations to find his, how shall I say, his knowledge of self, you know what I'm saying? I feel like us as a people, we owe a lot to Brother Malcolm. And one thing he was right about is in order to get what we want, it got to be bloodshed. Much as everybody loves peace and happiness, I do too, but we got to play this beast at his own game. And that's what Malcolm was telling us years ago. And he also peeped out the coming of Obama, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, like when George Bush, I want to use this for an example, when George Bush was in office, black people was about to give up on voting until they stuck Obama in there. And Malcolm called it out and said they're going to have the house niggas in the White House to control the masses and to keep us in check. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm just naming out some of the things Malcolm predicted and Malcolm peeped out years ago and said what the government was going to do. And Brother Malcolm, we owe him a lot. One of the greatest leaders and warriors in our time. And I feel like we owe him a whole lot. We owe him. We basically owe everybody, which makes Malcolm an ancestor right now because he ascended. We owe everybody that was a rebel. You know what I'm saying? We owe Malcolm a whole lot.
Hey, family, I was just telling you about the actress. I couldn't think of her name. Her name is Bueller Richards. Her name is... Anybody with me? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother.
The actress I was telling you about that moved from Georgia to California and was a part of the group with RCD, with R.C. Davis and Ruby D. Her name is Bueller Richardson. Bueller Richardson. You'll see that she always tried to play a positive role. And on top of that, when she died, she had her ashes scattered over Stone Mountain. And it was done in a documentary. She said she wanted to piss
I heard that name before, brother.
She said she wanted to piss the white people off, even in death. Please look her up when you get a chance. Beulah Richards. Oh my goodness.
Beulah Richards.
Beulah.
Okay. Is this brother Cozy?
Yeah, peace.
Hey, peace, man. It's Black Sun. Damn, bro.
I know who it is, man. How you been?
All right. Hey, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, but like I was saying, we owe Brother Malcolm a whole lot.
You said what I was saying earlier. That's why I'm a little offended when, these brothers now, they standing on Malcolm's shoulder, walking his path, but they don't give him the props. And I can understand, that they don't care about the religious aspect of Malcolm, but still, it needs to be acknowledged. Really?
But we got warriors. We got warriors in every doctrine, man. MLK, which I'm going to say a good side and bad side to him. He was being a flunky for the Peckerwood and all that. But he was a warrior in his own way, too. He was just, more humble. And I think what he was trying to do was not to drift away from Malcolm. I'm just saying the difference between the two. Because if you look at it, you got this type of attitudes them two had. Like you had MLK who was on the humble. You had Malcolm who was ready to go all out by any means. You got two cats that's like that, and even in these organizations and out here in the street. You got the wild brother and you got the humble brother. You know what I'm saying? But the only difference was Malcolm really enlightened MLK on what was really going on. I think MLK was trying to do it, being that blacks is the first humans and everybody came from the black man, black woman. He was trying to unite everybody as one human race. But not really looking into what was really going on, because in the way the government was using MLK, that's why to this very day, they pay homage to people like him and Frederick Douglass. They're not going to pay homage to brothers like Nat Turner and Malcolm and them, who was always up in the white man in his face, or bringing it to the white man's face.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, like when I was watching the movie Selma, I don't know if y'all saw that, about MLK. I didn't respect the... Say that again?
I said, you seen them snitching then. Like, how the hell he gonna meet the president and go sit with the president so many damn times?
Well, that's why I said, brother, man, he was a flunky at first. You know what I'm saying? And like what I didn't like about MLK when I watched the movie Selma was when the troopers had slammed a black woman down on the ground, he just stood there and did nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And that was some punk shit to me. Now it's like Malcolm X helped him grow some damn cojones. Because if that was the Nation of Islam out there and that happened back then, Malcolm would have been all up on them crackers.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Peace, brother.
But I'm just glad that he came to his senses before he died. Go ahead, brother.
Now, I was just going to say, and that's another thing they try to criticize. Some of them try to criticize Malcolm, saying like, well, he was up there, up north, and, MLK was down here in the thick of things and all that. Like, why didn't the Nation of Islam and Malcolm come down south and handle things? You know what I'm saying? And, I'm really not saying, I'm asking a question about how y'all feel about that when people say, oh, well, Malcolm was up there up north and everything was happening down south. Why he ain't come down south? Nation of Islam, why they ain't come down and handle business down south where everything was going on?
That's bullshit.
They didn't come down south because Elijah Muhammad didn't want them to do battle with the white man on top of the covers or whatever. They were scary. But this right here is the thing. Malcolm wanted to do something. You feel me? And this is another thing I gotta say on the other side, like being myself. I'm not about to fucking come and fight motherfuckers if your ass ain't, you just gonna do that shit. Hell no, you ain't fighting. Hell no, nigga. What the fuck I'm gonna get my ass blowed off for? You still gonna be there and get pumped and shit. Fuck no.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's another thing that Elijah Muhammad asked for saying too. Like, no, they ain't fighting for themselves. Fuck that, Malcolm. You crazy as hell, nigga. So, man, it's crazy. It was all types of shit. I'm like, man, we need to battle them crackers right now. Not knowing that they was fucking with them crackers. You feel me?
I mean, they say that, but I don't believe that. I believe, you know, if Malcolm went everywhere else, he went to Africa and spoke against the white man. So I'm pretty sure he made his own trips in the South, because after all, he was dealing with Muhammad Ali, who came from the country itself. Now, I'm not saying that Elijah Muhammad did, but I believe Malcolm did. You know.
You said Malcolm had troops probably.
Huh?
You said he probably had troops.
I believe Malcolm went in the South, yeah. Everywhere else was spoken went against the cracker. Now, Elijah probably didn't. Elijah probably didn't.
When that shit went down with Jeremiah X, they was in the South and shit when the KKK met up with them and shit trying to get that land, you know what I'm saying, in North Carolina and Georgia and somewhere else, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So he was in the South and shit. They were like, is that Malcolm right there? You the nigga that said you was happy them white folks got killed on that airplane? You feel me? Yeah, he was there, man.
And you got to remember that Malcolm X was under Elijah Muhammad. Malcolm X wasn't supposed to do anything without Elijah Muhammad's approval.
Yeah, but Malcolm did it anyway. Malcolm did it anyway.
After he came from up under him, he did more. He was a lot more about
He ain't do nothing under without the order of Elijah Muhammad when he was with them. Yo, Butt spoke out that time when they told him to shut the fuck up, and that's it. Nothing else. He ain't break no rules at all, man. So, yeah, he ain't, you know, people, they be acting like he broke all the rules. He ain't break no rules. He ain't do, what did he do?
He ain't break no rules, so he found out how fucking crooked the nation was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And he didn't say shit about the shit. He was just not gonna fuck with them, but you know, man, people crazy, just like this. That's crazy, man. Don't you know if everybody be like, yo, tomorrow, 5 o'clock in the morning, 1,000 of us we gonna meet. You know, even if it's on some, like, fuck everything, we ain't coming back type shit, we gonna leave here and go to Africa. Don't you know they gonna hassle a few of us, yo? Like, yo, you got felonies, or, you know what I'm saying, or you feel me? Yo, this motherfucker it's like a pimp and a hoe. He ain't trying to let his hoe go. He gonna try to kill you and shit, you feel me? So that's what, you know, that's what they did to him, and that's what this fucking white man is doing to us.
But yeah, but Dick Gregory showed it, man. It wasn't really the Muslims that killed him. They said the Muslim brothers had blanks. The government shot them from above.
Yeah, that's what they said.
They basically played the nation against each other. Because I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because Hoover and them been after Malcolm for a long damn time. Thanks to, what's that old faggot ass nigga name? Eugene Roberts. Yeah. And he tried to bring down all the black organizations because, like Dr. Umar said, man, Malcolm and the rest of them brothers, man, Black Power was wearing America out back then. And that's what we need to do again, wear their ass out.
Man, they said, I was watching some shit today. The dude was like, he was with the Nation of Islam. He was like, they went down to this fucking, this Panther station, I think in New York somewhere. And when they got in there, the feds were sitting in there with some of them.
Yeah, they gonna be everywhere though. They gonna be everywhere though, man. Cause believe it or not,
in uniform.
Eugene Roberts, so he was even spying on MLK, believe it or not. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because when they seen Malcolm and MLK squash their differences, they really was shitting in their pants. You know what I'm saying? But
well, when they see everybody drop these fucked up religions, man, they really gonna fucking, you know, it's gonna be on, man. Like, everybody just chill with that shit just, you know, like Malcolm said, man, leave that shit in the closet when you come out here, man.
Leave what in the closet?
Your religion.
Yeah, and see, this is an example of what I was saying before, Amir. A Christian and a Muslim coming together. They remember Marcus Garvey and Noble Jew Ali, regardless of what people think about him. You had a Moor and a Pan-Africanist come together. You know, they fear black unity. I don't care what you represent. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
when they see Malcolm,
like coons.
No, I ain't fuck the coons. I'm talking about the real niggas right now. That woke up.
No, I'm talking about like the real niggas or anything. I'm saying, like, if we don't come together, like, say you got this black boxer and that black boxer and both of them on top of the world, yo, they gonna make sure that they talk shit about each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the government play people because like these so-called great debaters that's out now. Like the bullshit with Polite and Farrell. It's some stupid shit. We in the wrong time for y'all niggas to go back and forth. And I said the same about Dr. Umar and Seti. Y'all need to be talking shit to these crackers. Fuck that debate and y'all coming at each other. Because this is what they want. Sometimes I believe some of these debaters be working for the goddamn government.
Man, hell yeah. Most of them niggas Mason like a motherfucker, man.
Especially Brother Strobe Light. I believe. He a motherfucking agent. You know? And they try to play like Malcolm was an agent, which is bullshit.
Right.
You know?
Anybody that was doing some real shit.
Yeah. Anybody that got hammered. You know? Now, the question is, Farrakhan had some negative things to say about Malcolm and Muhammad Ali, which they know they just couldn't kill Muhammad Ali like that because then people would know off the bat it was the government. Now, you can't sit there and tell me that this man caught Parkinson's. Now, this was part of Malcolm X too. He was an apprentice under Malcolm, so I'm going to speak on him too. Now, here it is, this dude, they say, oh, he got punch drunk from Parkinson's. I was like, look, man, Sugar Ray Leonard and all these other boxers don't got that shit, so how is it from boxing? If you really notice Muhammad Ali's moving, now hear me out. And I say this all the time, and I thought about this way before he died. He can walk, but notice he couldn't talk or move his arms, where he couldn't speak a message or write a message. They fucked Ali up, man. All because he was an apprentice of Malcolm X. They knew they just couldn't kill Muhammad Ali, because then they would have gave themselves away right then. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? Next time, look at Muhammad Ali in his stage of Parkinson's. He can walk pretty good. Couldn't move his arms, his hands, or his mouth. You can't write a message. You can't speak a message. We're not going to kill this nigga, but hey, we going to affect him some way, somehow, where he can't reach to the people because he learned and was enlightened by one of the most powerful black leaders there was.
Right.
And that's the same scenario with Bruce Lee. Even though they Chinese or whatever, they had to kill Brandon Lee because it's pretty sure much his father enlightened him. See, they knew what the fuck they was doing.
That's why they fucked Bruce Lee ass up.
Yeah, that's why they killed Brandon. Now notice his sister, Bruce's daughter, she don't be out in the scenes like that at all. And I guess the mother, Linda, probably kept keeping her safe. You know, they killed Brandon. They killed Bruce, so...
She had a kung fu fucking... She was
No, but when I'm talking about Hollywood, like out there.
Right,
You
that's
know
what
what I'm saying?
For, bro.
You know, and that's how I feel they did with Muhammad Ali, because he was a student of Malcolm X and Elijah, in a way. He was a student of both of them. But see, then you ask yourself a question, how true is Farrakhan to black people? Because they ain't tried to take his head off yet. And he's doing Million Man March rallies in front of the White House on D.C. What's up with that?
Interviews with Alex Jones.
And I heard he was invited by Trump to the White House. I don't know if he went. I don't know if he went.
Gotta get that money. You know he wanted that check.
Man, look, J. Edgar Hoover said before he died, there ain't gonna be no more black messiahs unless they create them.
Right, they been out the Farrakhan and shit. When they killed Malcolm, they scared Farrakhan. Like all them, you know, they know what was going on. You know, Farrakhan being shook. You feel me? That's why niggas. It's crazy, man. Like if Malcolm was in the position Farrakhan was in right now, we would be free as hell. We would have been free.
I don't even think Malcolm would want to be in the position Farrakhan is in.
I mean in leadership as much as people. I mean as long as the work now. Just can you just picture Malcolm X alive now? What the fuck would be going on? It wouldn't be no damn little Yankee and no damn Soldier Boy. It wouldn't be none of that shit, man. It probably still be some Tupac, but it would have been in a different perspective. It wouldn't be on no shit fucked up type shit. You feel me?
Yeah, I think black religions. I think black religions will work more together too, not just building a church on every corner. If him and MLK was still around.
You mean Malcolm?
Because if you ask me, before he died, I think MLK was drifting off slowly from Christianity. Just by they showing the never seen before videos and shit on him talking more and more representing black people, and by him saying he have a feeling he integrated his people into a burning house. And then when he exposed the truth of Vietnam, they really shot him. Thanks to that punk bitch Jesse Jackson.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They even killed Steve Crockley when he exposed the whole shit.
You know Steve Coakley's son been dropping them shits. You know what I'm saying? You know Steve Coakley dropped one on goddamn Dick Gregory.
He dropped what?
He dropped one on Dick Gregory and shit. About him being the agent and all that shit.
Yeah, Dick Gregory was agent. Dr. Sabi said the same thing before he died.
Even he spoke about fucking Dr. Francis Chris Wilson.
What about it?
Steve Coakley spoke on her doing some old agent shit.
I don't believe that. Not her.
I mean, shit, look at the video before you say no. You know what I'm saying? This niggas that want to that'll kill themselves right now for Farrakhan. You know what I'm saying? That ain't shit. And I don't believe it, and the truth be right there, but I'm just saying, you feel me? You know, shit happened, bro. Like, this shit fucked up.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, you know this shit fucked up. Like, look how they kill our leaders and give them holidays. You know what I'm saying? The assassinate them, then give them holidays. They can't give Malcolm shit. They like, nah, this, we can't even tell these motherfuckers about him. Because when I was growing up, I had the impression that he was racist, or that we could even be racist. You know what I'm saying?
Who was racist?
Malcolm X. raised in a Christianity in the Christianity house. So, yeah, like let's get the wrong looks at Malcolm and shit until you really even down to the movie and shit. The movie still make them look good, but the real life shit is better. Like autobiography better. But anyway, anybody want to speak on this topic? Any more stories? Anything else about Malcolm? Or did y'all know like 43 years ago they was digging around Malcolm X's house talking about that he buried some dishes or some type of silverware or something. And I'm like, damn, right now I'm thinking about the daylight. Where the fuck? Why they ain't saying nothing else about that? Because they was digging all in. They dug big ass holes in Malcolm X's old yard and shit.
Like he had something.
Nah, he buried some shit.
Wait. Hold on, brother. I hear some background noise. Can you guys mute your phones so that we can hear the brother speak?
He had buried some stuff, and you know they said some of it was some silverware, and they ain't said nothing else. Like, man, we should be questioning that shit. Like, what else y'all find? Who told y'all to dig there?
He's just trying to kick salt on the man's name while he's going. So now let's just say if he did do something, people would drift away from him. But it's not happening.
Well, we know he didn't do nothing, but what information was he hiding and shit? Like, what was he gonna tell or what didn't he want them to get? You feel me?
Honestly, I don't believe ain't shit in that dirt, man. That's just them crackers making up their own shit. You wait till now, 2017, decide to go in the man's yard to look for some shit? Come on, man.
Shit. They waited how many years to make this damn Tupac movie? You feel me?
Man, look, man, they noticed, I believe they did something to his mother, too, because her mother did not want a movie done about her son. Now, when Finney dies, all of a sudden this movie come out.
Right.
They some dirty motherfuckers, man.
She was changing some shit and she had divorced her husband. You feel me? So it ain't no telling what the fuck went on with all that.
Oh, Matilda Shakur?
Nah, she won't even marry to him. I guess she had been divorced him. She divorced some other dude, and he was getting paid from her every month.
Well, yeah, he probably made a fucked up sacrifice.
Yeah, I was shocked when she went with Matulu, you feel me? Matulu won't even him though.
Why? They both was in the Panthers.
Huh?
They both was in the Panthers. Why that's surprising?
No, what's surprising is that they want her fucking husband no damn more. That was what surprised me. Like, man, what she? Matulu? She divorced Matulu? I'm looking up, it won't even Matulu. I'm like, what the damn, you know, but shit happened though. You know?
Yeah, true. You know. But yeah, we all should have, that should be voted in. Malcolm, well, that voted in, I mean, I don't mean to say voted in, but that should be a day every year, Malcolm X Day, just like MLK Day. But really, it'd be cool if we can have our own goddamn holidays and say fuck all this other bullshit. A Nat Turner Day, a Marcus Garvey Day, a Medgar Evers Day, because he was killed in cold blood too.
Right.
You know?
Like it happens.
But then, you know, they got these days like, I mean, well, every day is a Mother's Day. But, you know, they got days like Boxing Day in Canada and shit. George Washington, President Lincoln, all this other presidents, all this damn shit they got. Even the goddamn Jewish people got Hanukkah, so let us have our own days and shit.
Well, I just wish that people would celebrate Malcolm X Day more than they've been celebrating goddamn Cinco de Mayo, whatever it's called, and
eating tacos and shit.
Yeah.
And I said that to niggas on Facebook. You know, y'all niggas wear the St. Patrick's Day fucking shirts. Y'all want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo with the fucking sombreros and shit. Eating a quesadilla, whatever you call them shits. But y'all, nobody want to remember Kwanzaa or nothing like that.
Exactly.
And all y'all stupid ass niggas eating a taco. Like, what that's gonna benefit? Yeah, the motherfucker's good, but I mean, goddamn, I ain't gonna go all out my way just go get a taco and wear a goddamn sombrero and shit. The fuck is wrong with niggas, man? They so fucking backwards.
You don't see none of them motherfuckers celebrating Black History Month that they even gave us.
They celebrate everything else, bro, but their own shit. But then when you kick some real shit on Facebook, like I had one older head from the hood, let it go. Nope, I ain't gonna let nothing go, man. I posted a meme right on the nigga. I said, yo, I'm gonna speak what need to be said, not what you want to hear. But everybody can spend money. They can spend money with every goddamn thing else, but they act like they forgot about Malcolm. In a way, they forgot about Tupac, what he represented. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they forget about all these black leaders that went out for the cause. Even I'm gonna give it up to Tukey Williams. You know what I'm saying? Because the people don't know the real deal about him is that, yeah, he was gangbanging, but he was also trying to unify Bloods and Crips together and saying that that's genocide. We got to remember everybody that was out for the cause, man, that was trying to solidify our people. And, you know, J. Edgar Hoover say, oh, there ain't going to be no more black messiahs. Well, guess what? All these black messiahs left a trademark. And their spirit is going to come back, and we're going to come back and haunt your ass. Period. Because we're going to rise, man.
Family, I apologize, but I got to get off of here. All right?
All right, peace, family, peace.
Peace, family, Black Power.
Black Power.
Black Power.
Well, look, man, if anybody have anything else to say, if not, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. About the brother, the Honorable Brother Malcolm X. With that being said,
Brother Camos ain't up on here tonight?
Brother Camos?
Yeah.
He was up earlier.
Oh, okay.
I want to say something, brother.
All right.
Like all the information that was given out tonight was really appreciated, and you know, I think that we all need to take this information, even the people that was putting the information out, and just start like dropping random bombs on people, like, you know, to get more people interested in these topics and get people to want to do the research, and especially our youth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we need to start putting that information out there to them ourselves.
That's right, Clint.
Yeah, it's a lot of our youth out there that really want to learn, you know.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people try to make it like, oh, they're not listening. You really got a lot of young black men, young black women, and more so, I hate to say it, but young black women that's willing to listen and learn.
Right.
If you put it out there the right way. But then, you know, I go out here and talk to the youth, and I don't blame them for giving us the side eye. because a lot of our elders had failed us also. I'm not going to sit here and lie like most people say, oh, you listen to the elders, they got all the answers. Some of them wasn't shit. And you look back at it, they kind of failed also, or failed us also. Our generation coming up even. You know, so when we go out here and talk to the youth, when we talk, we got to show and prove of what we talk also. So that they can say, like, for example, oh, Amir got a store right here, Sister Africa or Amunet got a store right here, Brother Bam got a store right here, so, I see black progress. Because, I mean, we could drop jewels all day, but if we do every day in front of this youth and just talk, and they see no action, while the Arab making action, they ain't going to want to hear what we got to say.
That's right, brother.
You know what I'm saying? We got to show and prove to the youth because, like, the true elders, the elders that was about the cause, already did what they had to do.
Right.
And we got to do it now. Right.
Yeah.
And the only way they're going to get that information is through us because we already complaining that, they're not getting taught. So, like I said, it's got to be random. You see somebody and you sitting there talking, you can be in a grocery store line, drop a couple bombs on them.
That's right.
Exactly. Like give them a piece at a time, like Brother Malcolm said. Can't cram their head with a scroll of information. You just got to give them a piece at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I go out here, I do talk to the youth. Do I wish I can do more? Not saying I can't. Yeah. But I also tell the youth, if you don't want to hear me, I don't blame you. But at the same time, I need to tell you this because you're the future. Right. And like I always tell them, don't got to believe me, but at least I'm going to give you something to think about. Because either way it goes, me and you going to be the target, whether you love me or like me, or dislike me, or hate me. You're still the target like I'm the target. And that's what our people got to understand. And
it's like when you plant a seed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you plant a seed or whatever, it's like you got to feed that seed slowly. You can't just drop a whole bunch of stuff in there. You keep watering and you're going to drown it out. You know what I'm saying? So it does have to be like, you know what I'm saying, a little bit here, a little bit there, but it's got to get fed.
That's right.
And especially you telling them what they doing right now, what they got to plan. Like more so, I talk about what they got planned for us, then I talk about their origins. We can go back to the origins when all this shit is over, after the victory. But what I tell the youth is what they got planned at the current goddamn time. With the mass incarceration, all these $1,000,000 plans to wipe us off the damn planet, which ain't working. We can sit here and talk about a lot of our people is genocide, killing, and we're going to be extinct. That's what burned me up when people say that. We're going to be extinct. I used to tell niggas, shut the fuck up. Y'all get with that kind of talk, you giving them power. We're never going to be extinct because we multiply like roaches.
Absolutely.
We multiply like roaches. So for any nigga out there, right, if they listening to this radio show, if y'all think, it's over for the black race, we ain't gonna have no unity, well, hang yourself and I'll kick the goddamn chair. Because I ain't with no weak talk. I ain't with no weak talk. You go with them coons. Them coons think it's over. That's why they run to the white man.
Exactly.
Signing papers and shit to be free.
Yeah.
So-called free.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. Another thing, we can't give up on you. You know what I'm saying? We can't give up on you no matter how bad it is. We can't, I know it's hard, but shit, we just gotta keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying? Like the Queen said, until they get it. You know what I'm saying? Until they get it. I ain't gonna say too much. My little boy, he won't go to sleep. He don't want to go to sleep.
He want to get on the call too.
I think so. I think he got something to say, but yeah, you know. So I just wanted to say that, man, and just say, you know, Michael really inspired me. He really inspired me a lot, man. Especially when it comes to taking care of the kids and responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I do want to say that before the call, man.
Yeah, now, and you know, Sister Shakur, I appreciate you and Brother Kamos and Brother Amir, man, doing these blog talks and giving brothers and sisters an opportunity to talk.
You know, this is Santiwa. This not, this is the Santiwa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you know, I appreciate the opportunity. Oh, okay. I appreciate the opportunity to voice our opinions because, you know, you got a lot of arrogant people on Facebook with these blog talks and run them kind of fucked up, you know.
Yeah, we've been on a few of them. And we call it out, though. Like, you know, you should know, like, how you discourage people from coming to your calls because it's really supposed to be for the people.
Yeah, exactly. You know, everybody can come on here and voice their opinion or speak what they know or whatever. And I appreciate that, man. And I love y'all for that.
All right, love you too, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I think that's it, brother.
Peace. All right, on out, man. Peace and love, man. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace, brother.
Take care.
You too.
Well, everybody finish saying what they got to say. Anybody else want to say anything before we end this call?
Yeah, what's the next topic for Sunday?
Know the topic. Just something what?
No, I didn't see the call yet.
Oh, I think it's our true enemies. Who are they?
Okay. And something I wanted to ask too is that, like, everybody that do be on here every week of each movement, I thought about an idea, something like a meet and greet summit. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be nice.
You know, like what my uncle told me, man, if you can't build with motherfuckers, don't chill with them. Only build with like-minded people.
Right, but that'd be a good thing for us to, like, you know what I'm saying, get to know each other over a period of time, you know, without the topics and stuff. We just, you know what I'm saying, interact with each other. That'd be something nice.
Yeah, that really would.
Well, can I add something?
Go ahead.
Yeah. The thing is we got to control the narrative. We got to start writing about us instead of letting other people write about us and tell different stories and whatnot. Because that's what I believe is, that's what I feel is the big misunderstanding is it's always the genetically retarded that's writing and describing about us. And it's always, another culture or another, you know what I'm saying, somebody on the outside looking in and writing about what they see. But it's never the person on the inside looking out. You know what I'm saying, going ahead and telling you what's going on. So we need to go ahead and control the narrative. And that's a good idea that you got, brother, son. We can't sit and wait on them to give it to us. We got to take the holiday. You get what I'm saying? Like Malcolm X said, everybody should know about that. May 19th. You know what I'm saying? I got to do some research on that tournament. I got to do some more research on other individuals. But yeah, you know, we got to make holidays for them. We got to make it for us.
Yeah, because Dr. Umar, you know, on this documentary, when he was talking about, before he got to the discussion about the movie Get Out, he was saying the same thing about how, like, a lot of rappers, I think it was something about Biggie Smalls' statue or Biggie Day in Brooklyn or something like that, and how the white people try to do something with it. And basically, Dr. Umar says the black rappers should boycott it against it. Just like Harriet Tubman's house in Auburn. They say, Dr. Umar said he went there and white people was running the whole orientation about it, including buying the house. And it's like, there's a lot of stuff we can do, just like the people here in Buffalo. I'm kind of a little upset because we got the Franklin E. Merriweather Library that was a black library, but it's under white management with white police patrolling it. And now here it is. I wrote an article, me and the brother Shango Oyo, I was telling you about him here, from RDG. We wrote an article for it to be in the Challenger, which is a black newspaper.
I think Amir left the car, brother.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then we got railroaded on that from another sister who says she don't see no color, but had all these words of talking, agreeing with us. But then when we come to drop bombs on these crackers about trying to take over the black library as part of the gentrification move, we got railroaded. So, you know, I'm saying to myself now, I told Shango, I see I'm going to have to write the article and make sure it go into this Challenger tabloid myself. Because you got some of these black politicians, they ain't about shit. Use the people, get in there. Yeah. You know, and we can't let them take over what's ours, man. And this goes for everywhere.
Absolutely.
Right.
And that's why I love melanated peoples. I mean, yeah, I got back on Facebook because I had friends in my ear say, yo, come back, we miss you, man, because, you know, we did all the clowning, the party, and bullshit on there. But melanated peoples, I'm going to say, is the best social website for our people. And whoever established that or created that idea, I salute them.
He get on this call sometime, the brother who created that.
Okay, is that Albert Marcus Garvey?
No, his name is, I forget his name, brother. But I'll tell you. I think I got your number in my phone. I'll text it to you.
Okay, because I like how they got where you can order stuff online in the group even now. Like you can actually shop on the website. That's pretty cool right there.
Right.
My prince over
we got to get more people to join that too. He sounds so cute.
Yeah, he over here being greedy.
I know, because I can hear him sucking.
Yeah, but you know, I speak to him by his ancestors and everything. I even talked to him through the womb before he was born, you know. And,
right, but he sounds like a happy baby, though. Babies that make a lot of noise, you can tell they happy.
Yeah, he just think he a boss, though, running things. I told him, I'm the king, you the prince.
You hear everything that you be saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taurus, baby. Taurus.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So who you gonna go live wire on tonight, Amir?
I think Amir left.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, when I told you that he left, I thought that he had already left, but he was just making sure I got his message.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But
so what you
y'all got anything else y'all want to put out?
Go ahead, brothers.
What was you getting ready to say, brother?
No, I was going to ask you, what do you think about this investigation on this Russian thing?
Well, first of all, they already know what's going on with Russia. You know what I'm saying? That's why they have those new planes that they built. First of all, you didn't just build no planes, and then now y'all planning to go over there in June to do like a scare tactic, ride y'all planes through there, show them how good y'all planes is and how much better y'all planes is, and that y'all could take them down. You know what I'm saying? Before they take you down.
You saying going to fly? What you saying? Go through Russia? You saying?
Yeah, they plan on flying the planes over there to the the U.S. embassy that's over there. You know what I'm saying, to show off the planes or whatever. But my whole thing is that. Say that again, brother.
Throw something in real quick about the Russian situation. Does anybody have Google access right now?
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull up the Russian Federation coat of arms, and then try to save that picture, and then directly after, pull up the Rothschild coat of arms. They're damn near the exact same thing. I believe we're being played for fools, this whole America versus Russia thing.
What's your name, brother?
Benyamin Maccabees.
Okay. I thought I recognized your voice. But, yeah, they are, because, like, you like finna take these planes over here in June. How long did it take you to construct these planes? How long did it take you to find out how you wanted to build these planes and stuff like that? Like, this had to been going on for a long time for y'all to construct these planes that y'all think is indestructible. You know what I'm saying? This stuff ain't just planned. This stuff been going on.
Well, they said, I don't know how true it was, but they did say Putin was in the Russian mafia. Matter of fact, one of the heads in the Russian mafia. And also, he ran the Rothschild out of Russia because he ain't want to deal with the money no more.
Yeah.
Quiet as it kept, they say a lot of those leaders, some of them that's dead now, even backed away from the U.S. dollar and got murdered because of it. They wanted to back away from it. Like Saddam and Gaddafi and them.
Exactly.
Because the U.S. is built on lies, intrusions, you know what I'm saying, forceful taking everything. Like, it's just, like, I learned this stuff in high school in economics. I think that's why you know what I'm saying, why it was so easy for me to, you know what I'm saying, start researching and becoming more awake and stuff, because, you know what I'm saying, I learned this. It was a white economics teacher that I had, and he brought us, like, this type of stuff that the United States did, and I never thought of it in the way that he brought it to the class. Like, America is really bullies.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I'm saying?
But
they use
bullies
these
always
scare
be
tactics.
brought down. Mm-hmm.
Right. They use these scare tactics against all different civilizations on this earth.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that they put on us, you know what I'm saying, they have to keep redesigning it, because they don't know how to control us. Or keep us under their control.
No, they don't, because they know their time is coming, you know. And my only thing is to the other countries, I hope they don't think every person is over here for their bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, the other countries, you know what I'm saying, look at us different from them. Like, you know what I'm saying, black people don't have nothing to do with what's going on.
No, but look, what I'm saying is, like, okay, I don't know if you have an Instagram. It was a video I came across, by this brother named Anonymous. He calls himself Anonymous too. Trump had 2 black military men, one on each side of his shoulder. And what I'm thinking he's trying to do is that he think he got the black people over here to make the other countries think he got a lot of black people for him. Which you do got some dumb coon ass niggas that's for him. But we need what I hope is that the other countries don't think every black person
don't believe
is over here.
Do y'all remember when I told y'all about that Afghan rapper? His name is Loki, and he made it was a song that he had called Obama Nation. And it was basically talking about Obama and him being like, you know what I'm saying, that black face or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I'm saying, just a tool that they use. They know that over there in different countries and stuff. They know that they try to use us for that. And they know that we don't agree with none of that stuff. Okay, they're not done. They see all of this social media and stuff too. That's why I look at stuff like the stuff that they put on the news and stuff like that. Now, if you have something against another country on another continent or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, why would you be putting in the news articles and stuff what you getting ready to do? Like they not reading your news. It's because this stuff is already done.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause like for example, when I read something on one of my news tabs on my phone about they saying North Korea is supposed to be coming to attack the White House and this and that. Now I'm looking at if you really got beef, you're not gonna put it out there. You're just gonna go out there and do it. You know?
Right. Just like they did with 9/11.
Yeah, exactly. But like they say, these elites is funding these wars to keep people off their toes, you know?
Right, exactly. And, you know what I'm saying, that ain't to say that Korea haven't tried to do it before, because that's what they get their stuff from. Because that wasn't the first bombing that got attempted on the towers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they knew it was coming. You know what I'm saying? So they do know that certain stuff is coming. You know what I'm saying? It's just at certain times they don't know when. And them putting out information like I'm saying about the planes, so I'm talking about he about to send them planes over there. Like, you putting out that information because y'all done already done this.
But you know now, as far as that too, now I'm get on Hitler. And I think we've been kind of played about Hitler too. Now, am I going to say he's black people's best buddy? No. But where a lot of people kill me, when they say, oh, he killed black people too. Wait, hold on now. He killed black people that's still going off the guidelines, like people of religion and these coons. But, you know, I don't go so much off the Bible, but he said that we're God's black precious jewels, which is why we are the original Jews. What he called us Israelites. And he said what he was trying to do is kill all the Zionists, the Kahazah and the Ashkenazi Jewish people, because they had sabotaged the original black Jews. But then he said till the time of World War III, people going to be surprised and realize the people that they were killing was the God's precious jewels. Us.
But you know that the Jews run a lot of the stuff in the U.S. and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't doing that because, like they were saying, he a Jew, and you know what I'm saying, he was doing this. You know what I'm saying? And
not cut you off, sis. Not cut you off though. But you know, they say he had black in him.
Right.
You know.
But you gotta look at it like, you know what I'm saying, if you look at different strategies of war or whatever, and the way that they like the war on drugs and stuff like that, they always go in and make a people think that they better than another people. And that's the strategy that he used. He made them Germans think that they was better than another people so that they can help him in his agenda. It wasn't because he was more for them. It was because they was going to do what he wanted them to do because they was feeding into all the imagery and stuff that he was putting out there. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, with the United States trying to use black people as that image, we don't believe that. And that's where they be fucking up at. Because we see you with two black people. We know what's really going on because we sitting right here.
Yeah.
And we not that gullible to think like, oh, now we need to be on their side because they for us. No. We not. Anything that they needed us to do, they had to see.
Exactly. You know, and that's where it takes me back to watching Dead Presidents. And, you know, people say, oh, it's a movie, it's fiction. But still, they got the idea from somewhere. Now, when our people first went to Vietnam, even the first Korean War, they said, man, that they thought the gods was coming back when they seen our people over there.
Right.
But the Viet Cong told the U.S. black man, go home, this is not your war. But what they had to understand, too, was the doors was closing in on a lot of brothers that was being drafted, or else they would have went to prison if they didn't go. Muhammad Ali probably was the only one that was fortunate enough to do what he did.
Right.
And that's why Ali basically went anywhere around the world he wanted to.
Right.
You know? And that's why I want the other people across the world to know, we don't have no problem with you because we got the problem here.
Exactly.
You know?
We sitting right here in it.
Yeah, but you got these coon niggas, oh, I'm going to fight for my country. Like I had a lot of people coming at me. I mean, no problem. I mean, you had to do what you had to do. But
no, but I'm saying,
understand.
like, I did it, but I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't knowing at that time. I was young. You know what I'm saying? That's why they try to get us. They try to get us when we fresh and young.
You know, I mean, I don't knock nobody for trying to survive. All I tell a person when they join the military, learn the skill and use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
But
I tell people to treat it as a game. Just like you do any ops games on your damn Xbox. Treat that shit as a game. And get what you gotta get.
Because I was upset that my cousin just went over there, I think, in springtime. And I told him, well, you got to do what you got to do. You got a family. But, you know, I was mad heated that you joined the motherfuckers. You know, especially with this kind of president we got. And, man, it's just time for us to do our own thing. You know, if we can be business partners with other people across the world. But it's like everybody is warring for us even as capital. Because you go to Africa, it's like the Chinese trying to take that over.
Right, but you know who's allowing them to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Who's that?
The white man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they went over there and did all that destruction and stuff in Africa or whatever. And they giving it to the Chinese man.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is so crazy. But they won't even get away with it either. It's just that now they becoming the upcoming superpower because they doing cheap trade deals with people. Because even though they dollar ain't worth shit. Now, but I ask people this too. If you look at the U.S. dollar, it's like everybody is in debt because China had borrowed from America before.
Right.
So I'm saying if the U.S. dollar crash, then that means it'll be messed up for the rest of the world as well. Because you got other countries that print their dollar bills, like China and Japan and them.
Right.
And they run the U.S. treasuries over there. you know?
Right.
And so sometimes I ask myself that question, not to say that it ain't, not to say that it is. But then, I mean, like, what would be the currency for even for the military troops if the currency was to crash?
Right. But see, this is what I think. I think that they really want to abandon the United States.
Who that?
And that's why they go the white man.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? The government. They want to abandon the United States. And that's why they going and trying to take all the resources that they can.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's getting too small for one. And everybody is starting to figure out, you know what I'm saying, these strategies and stuff that they tried to play against us. So they trying to find a new plan.
Mhm.
And that's why they getting into it with people across the world. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Purposefully, so they can take over other lands.
Mm. Yeah, because it's a lot to this thing, though. You know, I mean, it's like they trying to do the resources, drain out the resources and everything else. But then again, it's a lot of things that's not.
They taking everything and they putting them in other countries.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? They taking the jobs, they taking the resources, all that stuff, and distributing it to other countries. You know what I'm saying? I done seen so many people lose their jobs. I used to do security, so I worked at a lot of different places. And like it's like every place that I worked at, they were shutting down whole departments.
Wow.
And people was losing their jobs and stuff. I mean, white people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not all white people, because they still need them to work too.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But they taking all the resources from them and distributing it to other countries.
Mhm.
Can I pose a question?
Go ahead.
Have anybody heard anything about Antarctica?
Yep.
Yeah.
Operation High Jump.
Yeah, because it's like, I want to say something real quick on that, because it's funny, because me and a brother today on Facebook was building about that. It's really an ice wall, like a big ass ice cap. Dr. Phil Valentine, I don't know if you're familiar with this story, was talking about a white cat named Dr. Bird who crashed his airplane, fell into the hollow earth. The thing is, hey, come on, son. The thing is, they said that Dr. Bird and his crew try to take resources from Antarctica, and that we still got people in Antarctica that he said he seen blue-black people that chased them off. And when he went inside this hollow earth, he saw animals that he thought was extinct, but also saw blue-black people.
You said Dr. Phil Valentine was talking about that?
Yeah, Dr. Phil Valentine, yep. Was talking about Dr. Bird on his expedition.
Okay.
And said that they chased Dr. Bird and his crew off when he was trying to take resources. I guess they called themselves trying to take the usual white man shit, see a land and try to take it. And our people, whoever it is in Antarctica, we got people over there too, with blue-black people, and then chased them off. And they never came back over there again. And how cold it was over there with the snow and everything, the ice, they said it was natural resources growing over there.
Right, and how you do that?
Yeah. Hey, little man. Yeah. You know.
And then they seen those animals that they thought they was extinct and all that stuff. So they really scared to go back over there. They got to come up with something.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Queen, when you go on YouTube, check it out. Google that. Dr. Phil
I'm going to go look soon as I get off of here, because that's some interesting stuff. I know who Dr. Phil Valentine is. You know, I like a lot of his teachings and stuff, because I like to research that metaphysics stuff.
Mhm. Yeah. See, and I love metaphysics, man. I really do.
Yeah, I do too.
Him and his brother named Fahim Judah L. He's like a big brother to me and an inspiration. He's a friend of mine on Facebook. He breaks it down. He's a metaphysician and breaks down the Bible. Yeah.
What's his name?
Fahim Judah L.
Okay.
FAHEEM Judah -L.
Okay.
Yeah, brother's real deep because he even got his own group on Facebook. You know, and we talk about some real stuff. It even breaks down the Revelations the way Dr. Phil did. Say Revelations is nothing but a combination of the New Testament and the Old Testament.
Right.
You know? And Dr. Phil is real cold with it. I love that brother, man.
I love his stuff because, you know, his stuff be so damn logical when you hear it, you be like, damn. Like, it don't be like no hidden shit, like you can't understand what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and end the call.
Okay.
Because we've been running. Say that again, brother.
I'm sorry, did you say Dr. Phil Valentine? I'm trying to write these names down so I can do.
Yeah, Dr. Phil Valentine. Dr. Phil
Valentine. You're going to have to get on Dr. Phil Valentine because he got a lot of stuff out there and it's good.
Yeah, ministers hate that dude. Fahim. F-A-H. F as in 4.
Yeah.
Fahim Judah L. FAHEEM.
Right.
Judah -L. E-L.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. And Dr. Phil Valentine, make sure you get on that about the hollow earth. And he talks about Dr. Bird.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Dr. Bird. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, how he crashed his airplane into the hollow earth and seen animals that he thought was extinct. And that. And
I thought that was a military expedition.
Yeah, it was. It's Dr. Bird. He was in the Navy. I think he was in the Navy. But
yeah, they call him Admiral. The ones I've seen, but he probably was a doctor too.
Yeah, but yeah, he went to Antarctica and seen resources over there. Brought his crew over there. I think they went over there a couple times. The second time, he brought his crew over there to bag the resources because it was so amazing to them that resources is growing in that climate.
Right.
But our people that's over there, that's blue-black, Dr. Phil said Dr. Bird seen blue-black people. We know that's our cousins. They chased them off. Like, you better not touch my shit.
Right, because they know. And they probably been going over there.
Yeah.
You want us to know another interesting topic?
Mm-hmm.
It's Operation Fishbowl. It has to do with them faking all that stuff about going into space. I don't think they can get out.
No, that's a world stage, man. Like Armstrong and them, they never went on a goddamn moon. That's some damn.
They can get out at all.
No, because they said the Anunnaki had put some type of beam up there where nobody can escape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why they call it fishbowl. I hear they
like a gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right now, like our older brother was building with me last year, like the Vatican, them niggas over there got cannons all around they shit, like aiming towards the sky. Because they know what time it is. Because we got our other ET ancestors that's dark-skinned too. The so-called, what they want to call the angels, really the Anunnaki.
I've been wondering about that, putting that two and two together. Y'all heard of this dude, Nostradamus? Now, you remember Hannibal Barker, right? The Carthaginian?
Yeah.
when this dude Nostradamus is warning all his Roman folks, you can Google this, but he's warning all his Roman folks. He starts talking about a character or characters that are going to be reborn. That says the infernal gods of Hannibal will be reborn and be the scourge of Rome, terror of mankind. Never has the world seen a more terror. And since he's talking to the Romans, obviously, the terror is going to be coming from people that are not friends of the Romans. I wonder who that could be. But
our cousins, man.
Yeah, that kind of stuck with me.
Big cousin, the family coming, man. The great mama coming. The big cousins is coming. And man, this is real, man. And like I told one brother today, I don't believe in the Hollow Earth. Or the Anunnaki mixed their DNA with us. I'm like, look, they were black too, man. They were black too.
It's all going to
that was dark melanated people, blue, black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Dr. Phil said they greenish black too. But yeah, these are the gods. Well, I don't want to use that word, but gods that's going to come back, and they're the sons of the great mama. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And different energies that's going to come back and tear this motherfucker up or be more mad at us because we're not raising our vibrations to help save this planet like we're supposed to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Brother Natural Tahuti was talking about that before they fucked him over. Because it seemed funny when he was talking about the Cosmic Mother, right after he talked about that 4-part series, they used his foster brother. Okay, man, hold on. Okay. They used his foster brother to set him up, planting dope and a gun in his hotel room. Yeah. See? And even when you tell the truth, they want to come at you. You know? So, Natural Tahuti had been telling the truth about something. If they're going to set him up like that.
Right.
You know? Because why else would you do it? Not only because you don't like us because our melanin.
You want something to get out?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know? And I strongly believe there's a mother God. I mean, not God how it's portrayed. What I'm going to say is Mother Universe, the energy, because we are energy. We spiral energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what people don't understand when we say that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They think you talking straight out the book. You're not. Like I told one brother today. The universe is the creator to be. Because for however we act, it will react. Like I told Brother Amir before. Oh, man, you talking about the universe, but we caught up in slavery. Yeah, but ask yourself why we're in this predicament. Because, like I said, we're creators of our own reality. So when our forefathers and foremothers sold us out to the specklewood, that was a negative reality right there. And it made a cause of law and attraction. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we was all on a positive note, as far as unity, you'll see a positive change. But as long as we act negative towards each other, you're going to continue to see negative.
Right.
I strongly believe in the universal laws. Yeah,
yeah. When you put out negativity, it's in your aura, and you also put it out into whoever else crosses your aura.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not protecting themselves from that.
Yeah. Now, even with the 7 principles of karma, I honestly believe what they wanted to call the 7-fold of Cain was the 7 principles of karma.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to really now, when people read these books, we got to look at it as a math problem and a metaphysical thing.
Yeah.
Because it's all metaphysical. You know, do I believe that a motherfucker jumped in the whale's mouth? No. But there's something metaphoric about that.
Right.
You know, and just like when we talk about
because you know
Jesus,
what? Scripture is not meant for people who are not intellectual.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why it's written the way that it is. And you have to decode stuff and stuff like that because it's not meant for everybody. Because people that are ignorant shouldn't have that information. But it's freely out there. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you can't understand it, that means that you're not, you know what I'm saying, highly intellectual and you won't understand it. And it's not meant for a person like you.
Yeah. And I looked at it too, you know. I used to diss the books all the time. But when I learned about metaphysics, I was like, hold on, let me read what's behind this right here. Now, do I like how it's presented? No. Because people actually believe there's a talking donkey. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. And, like I had a homeboy who, animals used to talk. I'm like, come on, dude, for real? I mean,
and what did they lose that made them unable to talk?
Yeah, exactly. Now they can communicate.
But you can't communicate, right?
Yeah, now that I would rather for them to say that, but talk like how I am now. Come on, man. Come on. Religion got a lot of our people so fucked up in the head that they don't understand. And they're not understanding that this is our shit. They use it against us. It's just that religion was an identity theft of our spiritual system and universal laws. You know what I'm saying? Even when our ancestors sold out our spiritual system to these oppressors and wonder why they got so powerful.
Right.
They taught them how to use the voodoo and everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and they made it seem like it was evil. Now, you got to stop doing it, but they know all the principles.
Yeah, yeah. Because they don't want us to find ourselves. Like I said last week, Nazir Ra of Hidden Power University, he had a video with the colonel from KFC. Yeah. Hey, the colonel from KFC. And saying why the elite use our gold. Because gold ain't just nothing you wear, it's a mineral. It makes you see things. It makes you see things before it happens. You know, like they even showed a clip from Star Wars with Yoda, the Jedi Master, how he was able to see these Empire motherfuckers before they make a move. And this is why the Queen of England stole all those gold bars from Africa, and that's why they raided Africa. And that's what kills me when people say, oh, Africans put us in slavery. We're Israelites. Look, if Africa was that terrible, then why everybody wants to be African? Why everybody want the culture and its resources and everything? Why you go to every goddamn museum, you see nothing but shit from Kemet? And I tell these Israelite brothers that. I'll say, now you show me one thing that's Israeli up in this motherfucker. And y'all dressing up in these uniforms like y'all jumped off the Black Knight movie, but they ain't how shepherds dress. And that's what y'all wear, shepherds. Goat herders. Y'all came from the desert. Hey, brother, calm down. So, people gotta use their common sense. Because, I'm not gonna be no zombie to the Matrix.
Right.
Because I went to Islam, I'm originally from a Christian family. I went from Islam, even the 5% nation. But I believe the 5% nation more than I believe Islam as a religion and Christianity as a religion. But then when I learned about African spirituality, universal spirituality, cosmic spirituality, there's a lot of things that open my eyes. And even the stuff they stole, even every symbol you could think of in the world, it came from the motherland.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, and when the Hebrew Israelite sisters say, Israel or Judah is the Holy Land, Africa is the motherland. Nope, the motherland is the Holy Land. God damn it, we came from there.
How wouldn't it be?
Yeah, and I believe Ethiopia is, because looking at Ethiopia back then and looking at Ethiopia now, you know,
yeah, a lot of
I
the
actually
teachings
believe
and
that's the
stuff
Holy
like
Land.
that people talk about in Egypt and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff came from Ethiopia.
Yeah, yeah, because Ethiopia, the mother of Egypt, you know, like Nubia is the grandmother of Kemet, and that's the Sudan, you know. But
I'm gonna give it like 4 more minutes, and then I'm gonna end the call.
Okay. Now, the other brother that was on here, go ahead.
On thing is, my question was, do anybody interested in the teachings of Dr. Delbert Blair?
Oh yeah, that's my man too.
Yeah.
What is it?
Dr. Delbert Blair. He talks with Delbert Blair. He passed away last year, I think.
Yes, sir.
Got it.
Mhm. And he breaks it down about how the black woman is God. And it seems funny when he break that down, he died mysteriously.
Yeah.
Ain't that how it happened?
Yeah.
And I got somebody else I wanted to comment on. Is anybody into Bobby Hemmett?
Oh, that dude funny, but he drops it.
Whoa.
Bobby who?
Bobby Hemmett.
Bobby Hemmett.
Bobby Hemmett. H-E-M-M-I-T.
Bobby. H-E-M-M-I-T. Got it.
Yep. Yeah, that was all I had to say.
Okay, I've been bringing the windows with all the stuff that y'all put in my brain for tonight, cause I'm end up researching all night.
Oh yeah, you got to do that because knowledge is power.
Right on.
Right. So I'm gonna go. What you say, brother?
Because I'm saying we gonna rise, and which people stop thinking discouraged in a discouraged way. Like some people just say, "Oh well, if you keep thinking about the past, we'll never get ahead." Yeah, but hey, the past will have made a future. And we got to change it.
And history repeats itself.
Yeah. So that's why I say we're gonna rise again, though.
But we're not.
Right, if you're ready for what's coming.
We're not dealing with history. We're on a different timeline. We make this shit happen. It's already
exactly
his story. That's his story.
We just gotta keep putting energy into it. The war's already won. They lost. You see, they already fighting each other. Yeah.
I thank you.
Yeah.
What brother now? Whoa, hold on. Now, what brother just said that?
This brother Hunt from Indiana.
Okay, thank you. Because I was telling Brother Amir this a couple weeks ago, and Queen, you remember. I said, them people in the White House now, they not even on the same page. And they going at it with each other.
Right.
You need to take a
but
minute.
It's I just watched a video about how the Moors is becoming sovereign and stuff like that. And they going against each other now, because I guess these new Moors are the ones that's preaching this sovereignty stuff. And it's basically like they committing theft and robbery. You know what I'm saying? And I watched a video about that on YouTube.
But
exactly.
Is it the Temple Moors? Is it the Temple Moors, or is it just Moors by birthright?
No, it is the revolution. What is that? What are they called? They call the Republic. The Moorish Republic.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got something new on me.
Yeah, that's the new stuff.
The way that I got into information, I learned about the Moors first. And then I learned that it was like Temple Moors, and then Moors by birthright. And then from there, I got on spirituality, and I started working with nature. You know what I mean? Like observing the sun, the moon, the stars, and different constellations. And then, you know, it started focusing on me. And then I found out that everything is on the inside. So everything I'm thinking about on the inside is manifesting outward, you know.
Right.
I mean, the way I feel is basically we are stars in the universe, but we are projected down here in this flesh that most people think that are them, but it's not because we stars in the universe. So, you know, I mean, it gets real deep, and I want to take the whole 4 minutes, so, you know, I do digress.
Yeah, we was here many times before. We like over 1 trillion years old in the energy-wise. You know, we're the flesh, this is our temple, because they say sometimes when people, well, I'm not saying this for fact, but this is what I was told, that some of us be born either to redeem ourselves from the past life, or maybe because we're cursed as a punishment on this earth.
Or we still had to continue. That's what I think I'm here for. I had to continue what I was doing because I do, like, you know, through my meditation and stuff, sometimes I'll ask to, like, go back and visit a previous life or whatever. And most of the time when I go back, it's about some revolutionary type stuff.
Yeah. And like I was about to piggyback on that, and a lot of us are here because, you know what I'm saying, we signed a contract to be here because we got to see our people through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the majority of us is not strong enough to, you know what I'm saying, to conceive the notions that the truth, they can't see past the veil. So, you know, I'm just, you know, interjecting on that. And I'm waking up now because, you know what I'm saying, the dark's out and I'm seeing stars and shit. And, you know, I do digress. I mean, because being inside, you know what I'm saying, it takes away from, you know what I'm saying, I try and be all quiet and everything, but as soon as I get outside, you know what I'm saying, I'm boisterous and talkative and all this, that.
That's that energy.
Right. And, but
if you pay attention to
your... Go ahead, my highness.
Yeah, you pay attention to your energy and your feelings and stuff like that, you can tell stuff that bring back memories from previous lives.
Absolutely. But as I was, I mean, before, I mean, what, oh man, I lost my train of thought. No, I get a lot of energy from everybody on the line. Y'all energy, I feel that, I feel all of that. I feel it. I mean, you did what I'm saying. I just got to direct it because, man, the war is won. We already on top. We just got to keep giving it energy, and we got to keep rolling, and we got to keep it going. Because, you know what I'm saying?
On some real shit. Yeah, because on some real shit, I can't see us back in bondage again. I can't.
I see. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm like, hey, it's already won. We need to keep on, like y'all was saying, if the dollar falls or something like that.
Right.
If the dollar falls, we got to come up. We got to have our own currency in place. So, you know what I'm saying? It don't affect us.
Exactly.
It just affects them. You know what I mean?
Like Black Wall Street.
Right, exactly.
Like Black Wall Street, but only this time we got to be better than the original Black Wall Street. We got to be more military, coordinated, because you know they're going to want to bring it, whatever Peckerwood is left. And then And then gotta build that sovereign structure.
But we're doing that. But we're doing it as an individual group, like a group over here, a group over there, a group up here. We just need to tighten it up, come together, and you know what I'm saying, come up with that shit, because we already won. We already won. We just need to situate ourselves, get our shit started. You know what I'm saying? Take back the holidays, start making our holidays. And you know what I'm saying? Like last year, everybody was talking about, okay, well, we ain't got a Malcolm X Day. We ain't got a Malcolm X Day. So, you know, I was like, shit, well, let's make a Malcolm X Day. It just built, bro. It went downhill. I mean, it started as a little bitty pebble, and then started picking up speed, and now look at it now. Atlanta, Georgia, they taking the holiday back. In New York, they supposed to be taking it. If the whole United States take back that day and everybody did nothing, you did what I'm saying, bought black and started pumping in all that good stuff, man, it changes. Change. I was bored. Right. I don't know. I'm just feeling good. I do appreciate speaking with all individuals.
Man, it's a karma coming back for the speck of wood. And not just for black people, it's for all these countries they was fucking with. You know what I'm saying? I just want them to know that we ain't all for the bullshit over here when they ready to come tear this motherfucker up. We just got to get that black dollar.
It ain't going to be them. It's going to be us.
Hey, I don't know, bro, because there's a lot of shit that went on over there in these other countries America ain't been keeping it real about. You know what I'm saying? And they still over there fucking with a lot of these countries right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like the shit over there in Syria, which is some bullshit. Because you ask me, I believe that the officials here, Russia, and the Syrian government is involved in this shit against the rebels over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They like us, you know what I'm saying? Oh, go ahead, 100.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the call, but I want to tell y'all too, Brother Richard and Brother Son God. I don't know if y'all ever been on a call together. Have y'all?
Yeah,
we probably have.
Probably a long time ago or whatever, but y'all are. Right. That's what I'm saying. Y'all need to get on some calls together because I like both of y'all, and I think that both of y'all are kind of alike. So when I used to hear Brother Son God talking, I used to think about Brother Richard. You know what I'm saying? So y'all and combos. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all the most alike that I've been hearing from other people or whatever. I think that y'all need to get on a couple more calls together because y'all some good speakers.
I'm always,
that's no problem.
I listen, but because I've been on the call for like maybe a couple of years now, so I mean it's like saying the same thing over and over again. So I just sit back and you know what I'm saying, I just listen, and then it's like
I think the brother cut off.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and end the call. So I guess it's just me and you on the line now, brother. So I'm just asked the question. And the question is, what's the best color?
Black, baby, black.
That's black.
All day.
Peace and black power. We had a nice call tonight. See y'all on Sunday.
Take care. Peace.
Peace, brother.
Yep.